A 30-minute epic family adventure with laughs, heart, and a lot of kimchi. We've seen some pretty cool animation studios come out of South Korea recently, like Studio Mir, but there's another one called Real Origin that just might be the next big thing. Their upcoming series, Robori, and the last Kimbot, looks really fun. So let's get right into the hook. As we pan through Seoul, we see lots of exciting things. Tech towers reaching for the clouds, cute robots wearing hanbok dancing in the neon-lit alleys, and K-pop billboards flickering with life. Over it all, we hear upbeat, magical music that feels like a fusion of traditional Korean instruments like the gaejeom and modern electronic beat. Then suddenly, our attention is drawn to a dingy ramen shop on the verge of being replaced by a sleek, soulless corporation building. Suddenly, a lone figure emerges from this gloomy noodle bar. It's Robori, her golden-plated hanbok shimmering as she ascends the stairs to her kimchi chamber. Steam rises from her head as she prepares her most precious ingredient. She's ready to make the perfect bowl of kimchi. We hear the sizzle of garlic, the tang of cabbage leaves, the fiery kick of chili powder, and then silence. Robori stops, sensing something amiss. The flavor seems flat. Has the world lost its taste? The answer lies within her ancient scroll. Suddenly, the screen cuts to two kids sneaking through a high-tech maze of streets and neon lights. These are Min-Jun, an 11-year-old code genius, and his sister Jia, an inventive chef of spicy snacks. They're searching for Robori, the legendary robot whose mission was to safeguard Korea's greatest treasure, not gold, not gadgets, but kimchi. They had followed a recipe-coded riddle found in their late grandma's recipe scroll, leading them to this moment. But what will happen when they meet Robori? And what will they do together? At this point, we can make some assumptions about the plot. Min-Jun and Jia probably have a big role to play in helping Robori reboot her memory and reclaim her purpose. The series is set in a futuristic version of Seoul, hinting at a blend of cutting-edge technology and rich cultural heritage. Judging by the visuals, the writing, and the music, we can tell that the creators put a lot of thought and care into this project. They seamlessly combine the warmth and humor of Korean storytelling with the excitement and spectacle of science fiction. You don't want to miss out on this unique adventure. Stay tuned. We then get a quick montage of the adventures ahead, including robot battles, dumplings, flying rice cannons, and a gimbap race on a hoverboard. Finally, we see Robori standing tall, ready to protect the flavor of Korea. On the screen appears the title of the series, Robori and the Last Kimbot. The flavor of Korea must be defended. With that, we have completed the hook. Let's break down why this one works so well. The best hooks immediately grab your attention, and this one does it by starting with an amazing view of Seoul. This sets the stage for the entire story, showcasing both the setting and the overall tone of the series. It also provides visual interest and a sense of place. Then there's the music, which starts off peaceful but quickly builds into an upbeat, exciting theme that perfectly captures the spirit of the story. And that brings us to the voiceover. Its magical, childlike tone creates a sense of wonder and invites the audience to embrace the fantastical world that is about to unfold. It tells us that this story will be exciting, heartfelt, and infused with the charm of Korean culture. All these elements come together to create a sense of anticipation and curiosity. They make you want to know more about Robori, the Last Kimbot, and the mission to save the flavor of Korea. It's a great way to introduce the series, and it definitely gets me excited to watch more. Now let's dive into the 6 chapters. Each chapter is filled with action, humor, and heartwarming moments that celebrate Korean culture and values. Chapter 1, Robori Reboots. It's midnight, and thunder crashes over Gyeongbagang Palace. Under the stone lion statue, a secret door opens, revealing a forgotten lab filled with ancient robots, blueprints, and scrolls of fusion recipes. A spark flies, and with a jolt of electricity, a golden warrior awakens from 1,000-year sleep. Her name is Robori, the last of the Kimbots, guardians of Korean cuisine. She's confused. The world she knew has changed. Where is the kimchi? Why is there plastic bulgogi? Little did she know that her return would set off a chain of events that could change the fate of Korea forever. Just then, she hears voices. It's Min-Jun and Jia, siblings who stumbled upon the secret lab while exploring the palace grounds. They're not afraid. Instead, they're excited to meet the legendary They had followed a recipe-coded riddle found in their late grandma's recipe scroll, leading them to this very moment. But what will happen now? Will they become friends? What challenges lie ahead? And how can they work together to save Korea's culinary heritage? To find out, you'll have to watch the series. Chapter 2, Flavor Thieves of Mythical. The camera pans away from the palace and focuses on a massive skyscraper in Seoul, a stark contrast to the traditional architecture we've seen before. Inside the sleek, sterile office, a man sits behind a large desk. His name is Shin Suborin, the CEO of Megacorp Food Inc. His face is expressionless, devoid of any warmth or emotion. He speaks in a monotone voice. He's on a mission to turn every Korean dish into a bland, tasteless cube. No more spice, no more soul, only efficient beige. He's developed the Flavor Eraser 9000, a device capable of stripping food of its taste and nutrients. He's already bought out several mom-and-pop shops across the city, forcing people to eat his boring food. But he's not done yet. He has bigger plans for Korea and its people. What are those plans? And how will they affect Robori and the twins? That's for you to discover. Chapter 3. The kimchi-powered trio. In a thrilling scene on the streets of Hong Kong, Robori and the kids escape from Megacorp's pursuit through a network of secret tunnels leading them to their rooftop lab. Here, amidst wires, circuits, and half-assembled robots, they work tirelessly to help Robori regain her lost memory. The clock is ticking. Meanwhile, outside, Megacorp closes in, determined to capture the awakened Kimbot. Can they help Robori remember everything in time to save Korea? And what kind of adventures will they experience along the way? Tune in to find out. Chapter 4. Rise of the Tiger Star. The trio deciphers the ancient scroll of Se, guiding them to Jeju Island to retrieve the spirit of the Tiger Star. There, they must overcome challenges, uncover secrets, and perhaps confront their own fears and doubts. The climax of this chapter reveals the resting place of the Kimbot, an ancient mech hidden inside the DMZ and guarded by fierce AI-powered cat. With each step closer to their goal, the stakes rise and the danger grows. Will they succeed in activating the Kimbot and restoring Korea's lost flavors? Or will Megacorp thwart their efforts and plunge the nation into a world of blandness forever? Stay tuned to witness the epic showdown that awaits. Chapter 5. Battle for the Flavor Field. The final confrontation between Robori and Megacorp takes place atop the iconic Lot Tower in Seoul. Explosions of kimchi brine, flying dumplings, and a rice cannon shootout amidst a backdrop of twinkling lights and bustling crowds. It's a battle of good versus evil, flavor versus blandness, and it's one you won't want to miss. But it's not just about action. This chapter also explores themes of identity, belonging, and the importance of preserving one's cultural heritage. Will Robori and her allies prevail and restore balance to the world? Or will Megacorp's forces of dullness triumph and snuff out the spice of life forever? The fate of Korea hangs in the balance, Don't miss the thrilling conclusion of Robori and the last Kimbot. Chapter 6, Robori's Restaurant of Dreams. In the heartwarming conclusion to the series, Robori opens Robori's Rolling Kitchen, a floating restaurant bot that travels across Korea, teaching kids how to code, cook, and create together. Min-Jun and Jia become stars of a VR cooking show, sharing their culinary adventures with the world. But the story doesn't end there. There is a surprise twist, as Megacorp rebrands itself as Mega Yem under new leadership. Robori's former rival turned friend, Coldbot, who now makes fusion tofu donuts. The series ends with a sense of hope and optimism for the future of Korean cuisine and technology. Will you join Robori and her friends on this unforgettable journey? Overall, the series promises to be an exciting adventure, filled with action, humor, and heart. It celebrates the richness of Korean culture and the power of family and friendship. With its stellar voice, cast, and top-notch animation, Robori and the Last Kimbot is sure to delight audiences of all ages. So get ready to embark on a culinary adventure like no other and discover the secrets of the kimchi code.